Guys, today we are going to talk about workflow action. This is one of the important feature in Splunk through which you can do a hell lot of stuff. So what is workflow action? So let me log into Splunk. You can see here I have installed Splunk in my local. This is I have given localhost 8,000 and 8,000 is Splunk web port. This has already been told in the beginning of the entire course. Right? Explain the URL again. Now workflow action. Let's say, for example, I will click on search and report. Go here and I will give, let's go this, and I'm running this the last 24. The query, oh sorry, this is the query which I'm running for the last 24 hours. Okay. Now here you will see a kind of if I do by status, you will see a field called status which has value called 200, 201, 303, 404, and so on. Now, what is the HTTP code? What is the meaning of the HTTP code 200? Do you know that it is success? Okay. Since we are working for long with the HTTP codes, that's the reason we know the value of this HTTP code. Like 200 is success, or 404 is failure, or something like that. But let's say if I have so many status code over here and I want to know the meaning of each and every status code, then how will I get to know? So I will create a hyperlink, and this hyperlink is known as workflow action over here in Splunk. Did you get that? So hyperlink. So how it could be achieved or how it could be done, we'll discuss all these things in this topic practically. So we'll see there are a lot of things to be done with help of workflow action. So number one, you click on here. In any events you can click and you can see here these three options are there, right? So for this particular event, what is the status code? I don't have any idea. So what I'm going to do, I will come down, I'll search for status and I'll click on yes, selected one. So that what will happen, the status field from interesting field, it will get added to the selected field. So for every event, what is the status code? I will get to know from here itself. Okay. So for this event, I have the status code 200. Let's say if I go to page number 8, and for this event also, I have status code 200. Okay, because this has been selected as selected fields. Fine. Now what I'm going to do, I'll open one more, or I can do one of opening one more. And plus plus. Okay. What I'm going to do, settings, fields, go to settings field, come to the last option, workflow actions, and as you can see here, new workflow actions. So just click which app you want to save this. So by default there's a search app, or whichever the app you want to save this workflow action in, you can click from this drop down and you can select that app. That's very simple. Now what is the name of the workflow action? Let's say Trivid workflow action example. Now the label in the sense, you remember, okay, so let me put in here. Okay, search or Google me please, or anything colon, anything you can give here. So this name will be shown there when you click on the expansion of the events. I'll tell you, like I'll show you here, don't worry. So Google me please, and then what you want to Google, status is the name of the field, right? So that field you put here, in dollar. So before that you will have a dollar, after that you will have a dollar, and this is a field name. Remember, this is a field name. Okay, and this is a status. So how does it look like? It will look like this. Let me show you. So this is a hyperlink which will be visible like this in the event expansion. Got the point? Let's say any events you have 303, so it will show like this 303. So the moment you click on this hyperlink, this is a label, right? So label means this name will be visible. So the moment you click on this hyperlink, it will go in the internet and search for 303. We'll see. Apply only to the following fields. No, nothing. Leave everything blank. Here you have an option. Show action in event menu, both the menus or field menus. So I'll keep both. Why both? I'll tell you. Action type, I have link and search. So for the time being, we'll click on link because I am going to create a hyperlink. So it has to be a link. Now what is URI? URI in the sense, now let's say if I go to Google and if I want to search for 303, enter. You see hell lot of things came here, right? 303. Now I will take this example. I will put in Q equal to 303. Enter. See, a lot of things are coming. So if I, but I don't want to see only for 303. I want to see status equal to 303. Here status equal to 303. Now if I see, yeah, I mean if I put like this, then obviously I'll get to know what is 303. So the hypertext transfer protocol 303 see other redirect status response, right? Or let's say if I go for 200, this is how I'm going to check. 200 is okay, right? If I want to go for not 3, see what exactly is this non-authoritative information. 404, what is that? Okay. So HTTP says 404, not found. Error, page not found or file not found. So if I give this string in Google, then it will be more effective. More effective in the sense it will be more accurate result, right? So that says then instead of searching for only 404 or 202, I'll just write status equal to 404 or something, right? So what I'm gonna give. So this is stuff which I copied from there. So after equal to, you have to put the string which you want to search. So status equal to, and then 404, 200. For that, I'm gonna write the field name inside the dollar. See, writing the field name inside a dollar means I am making the search dynamic. Did you understand? I'm making the search dynamic. Dynamic in the sense, see, if I put 200 here, then what will happen? Only 200 will be searched. Status equal to 200, right? If oh sorry, yeah, if I put 300, then only 300 will be searched. See, but how will I get to know whether I have to search for 300 or 200? It should take automatically from the event, right? So that's the reason I am creating a variable status. This status is the field name, my existing field name, remember. So what I'm gonna do, I will check this one, and in place of URI, I'm going to put it here. Got it? Now when I click on the hyperlink means this one. When I click on the hyperlink, when I click on this, obviously this will run. Okay. So where it will run, it will it open a new window or in the current window? So I want to open a new window, and the link method would be get or post. So we'll see this later. But for the time being, it will get, because we are putting the information to the link, right? So it is reading the data from the internet and showing us the session we have here get. Now I'm going to save here. What's the name of the workflow action? 3-bit workflow action. Owner is admin app private. Let me change the permission to all, and add permission power user. This now go back here. Run the command. Here. Now expand any of the event and you see Google me please 200. So let me close this one. Google me 100 200. So if I click on here, you see automatically I will get to know what is 200. You got the point. So I mean I don't have to go to the internet. See, I mean if that hyperlink is not there, if the workflow action is not created, then what would be the scenario? I mean you just follow me. What are the things I'm gonna do manually? I'll do Control T for opening a new tab. Then I'll go google.com, then I'll write status equal to 200, enter, and then I'll get to know what is the meaning of status equal to 200, right? So all these things I will do. But here what I'm doing, I want to know about the status 200. So I'll click on any of the event expansion. From here I'll just get the hyperlink. I'll click on here. Automatically all those 3 4 actions will be happening on its own. I don't have to do anything else. Understood? So this is a usefulness. Sometimes what happens, you need to check the IP address, whether that IP address is vulnerable or not. So do I have the data here for the IP address? One second. Uh, Historical data. One all time. See, I have got the data. Right. So if I select the source type here, that will be good. I have a lot of IPs here. AIP. Got it? I've got the IPs here. Now, let's say this IP is vulnerable or not. How do I check? So first of all, what is my manual activity? I'll click on here, Control C. I'll go here, virustotal.com. There's a site called virustotal.com. Yeah, it got open. Then I'll for search URL IP address, whatever it is. Gonna put enter. Let's see. It is scanning this IP. See, no security vendor flag this IP address as malicious. So this IP address is not malicious. This IP address is not malicious. How will I get to know this IP address is not malicious? I mean, every time, let's say if I want to see the detail of this IP address, will I again copy this from here and then go to virus total? Again, I'm going to paste in here like this and put enter. So this is a manual task, right? So all the time I will not do like this. This is insane. See, this is also not flagged as. What I'm gonna do, I will take this. I'll take this URL itself. See, this is the real-time visibility of this one, right? So I'll take the URL of this, and obviously instead of this one, because this should not be as a static, it should be as a dynamic, right? What I'm going to put in the dollar, I'm going to put the name of the field, name of AIP. This is my link. So let the link be like that. Okay. Now go to the. Let me take this also here for the data. Now settings, fields, then workflow actions. First total search. Password search. AIP. Got it? And then, oh, here in the label part, sorry. Why total workflow action? And here in the link, I'm going to put this. If I have already shown you how to give the permission, still I'm showing more because this is very, very important. Giving the permission and getting the things done. Yeah, I'm done with this one. Let's go back to the search. I already have this here, so try this again. Not for 24 hours, full time. Add this here as a selected field that you'll get to know different IP address for each of the event. 194.874. So I'll just now you see virus total. See, Google me please. It is not coming for this one because we don't have any status field over here. You got the point? That's the reason nothing is showing after Google me please because I don't have any status field here. If I don't have any status field, obviously I mean there is no value for the status field. So virus total search. So if I click on here, you see what is it? Got it? So 74.23. Now let's say if I go to any other events 85, this is one. If I click, okay. Oh, see, four security vendors flag this IP address as malicious. So this is a malicious IP address. Okay, this is malicious IP address. 4 out of 90 sources have flagged it as a malicious IP address. So probably this is wrong, or probably we can stop getting the access from this particular IP address or whatever it is. Block this IP to access any of the servers in our project, or any decision we can take accordingly. So this is very easy. So if I ask you to check every IP manually, or whichever the IP you are suspecting that okay this could be malicious, so if you have to check like this manually, then that's it, you're gone. But if you make the workflow action for the IP field, then it will be very easy. You just have to click and get the things done, isn't it? So like that, we have brightcloud.com, we have abuseip.com, a lot of great intelligence where you can go and for the IP address. Sorry, for that IP address, this IPD, this IP. The detail of this IP has been given over here. Region, Aragon, country, Spain, latitude, longitude, address, everything. According to this, source, it is that malicious. Good. Close this out. Abuse IPDB was found in our database. The IP was reported 1042 times. Confidence of abuse is 0%. It means the IP is malicious, and not only one person has reported about this IP address. Even the IP address was reported 1042 times by different organization, or people across the globe. It means this IP is really malicious. First time it is trying to do any naughty activity to the server. Earlier also it has done lot many times. That's the reason it has been reported. Got it, guys? So this IP is malicious. So probably we can add this also, abuse DB. So we can add this also, abuse. Possible? Add one more. Let's see. For the same workflow action. Should be the best. And no, you can have only one. For abuse IPTP. Right? The static one, just dynamic. check. Such a good, because historical data I've already told you before. You go to any page, there's a wish, go here, and this abuse IPT. Oh, so there's no IP here. So IP has to be there in the event. There's no IP, nothing would happen. But here see you have IP. So here it will come. See here it was coming abuse IPDB check, but there's no IP. I mean there's blank because in this event itself there is no IP. You can see this event, right? There's no IP address. So here I have the IP address. Probably yeah, you see. Virus total also it came. Abuse IPDB also it came. So I want to see IPD was not found in our database. Okay, not a single time it was reported before. And let's check for virus total. Here also, yeah, here also it is 0 by 89. So it is good. I mean, nobody has reported any malicious activity against this IP address. It means this IP address is clean. Got it? Oh, sorry. Got it? So this is known as workflow action. Now, in the workflow action, you might have seen that I added in both. I mean, I added an option as both, right? Field menus and something. First total, whatever it is. This show action in event menu, field menu, both. What is event menu and field menu? What is both? This is known as event menus. Event menus. This one. This is not event menus. Okay. So if you have the data in the event, obviously it will show in the event menus. So it is showing here because we have clicked on both. So this is one place where these things will show up. Where these things will show up. Event menus, and then we have field menus. Field in the sense to expand this one, you'll have a field here, right? AIP. If you click on here, you see, Google me please, Google me please, Google me please. Happen. One second. Oh, sorry. It is checked as event menu, not both. It's checked as event menu. That says then only in the event it is showing. So okay. So go to this. Now see here it has been checked as both. So Google me please. That's the reason for every field it is showing as Google me please, and so on. You got the point. So this Google me please is showing in the field menus as well as in the event menus. Understood, guys? It has been shown in the event menus as well as in the field menus both, because I have chosen both here. Got it? But for the other, but for the other, workflow actions, only the event menu has been selected. The event menu has been selected. That says, and it is not showing up here in the field menu. It will always show in the event menu. Got it? So this is a difference. Now we have got something. Now another type of workflow action is search. So far we have done the link, right? Now another type of workflow action is search. So in that search, what we are going to do? Okay, uh, search workflow action. In search workflow action, what happens? Let me tell you one thing. Let's say index equal to AAA. We have given something, and I have a status code here. Status equal to 200. Example. Okay, I've got status equal to, yeah, not status. Let's say I have got uh, error code here, right? Let's say the error code is 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the error code, remember. Now this error code, Now this error code, I want to know what is the name of the error for this particular code. I want to know what is the name of the error for this particular code. So the name of the error is not in this index triple A. Did you get that what I'm saying? So I have another index. I have another index BBB and then error code. I mean, if I do like this, then it has error code, error name, error category, and so on. It has a lot of information. So what I'm going to do, I will take the error code from here. Guys, you understood? I will take the error code from here and I will put it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After I put in here, I will get the error name and error category. It's pretty simple. I'll get the error code from AAA and I will put that error code in this index. Got the point? I'll put this index in order to get the error name and error category. It's very simple. So taking the value from one search and putting that value in another search to get the relevant data. Taking the value from one search and that value in another search to get the relevant data. If I have this kind of scenario, then probably I'll go with the workflow action search. Okay. So let's see. Search me and index. We'll just make it with status only. Status. So what is our scenario? Once again, scenario is we have something called on all time 50. Oh, we have very okay. We can go for the all time. Have very less amount of okay. So here we have status. 1. Now let's say I have audit. Let's see whether we have status as we do of data. Okay. Oh, in the last one, where data is coming. I think instead of going for this one, the null web services. You don't have any status there. Let me write this so that I'll get to know status field is in source type. Have Splunk web access. We have Splunk web access, right? Splunk web access. Yeah. Status. Fine. Now you see here I have two different source types, Splunk D underscore U underscore access. So I will take the status from here and I'm gonna check the status here. You get that? So what I'm gonna do, the status, I event menu link instead of link, see here, I want to go for both. I will click on search. Now see search string. What is my search string? My search string would be yeah. So once I click on status, once I click on search me in different index, once I click on the status, let's say 200. So what will happen? That 200 will come and gets searched here. Understood? Obviously, this is the second one. Don't get confused. I'll tell you what I'm doing. It's very simple. This will be shown in here for underscore internal source type, right? This will, yeah, this will be shown in here. So after I click on 200, let's say search me in different index. So no, different index 200. If I click on 200, this 200 will come and will sit here. This 200 will come and it will sit here. Got the point? And it will get me this data. So ideally, how the things will happen, the moment if I click on 200, it will come and show me the data only for 200 here. This Splunk Web Access. So if I click on 400, it will come and show me the data for 400. If I don't have the data, that is different issue. I should have the data also, right? I don't have any data for 200. So let's see what the data I have. 200, 300, 401 I have. Fine. I'll remember all these stuffs. Run in app. Which app you want to run? I want to run in the search app itself. Open in view. It's okay. New window. Earliest time and latest time, for how long you want to search the data. So let's say I want to search data for 24 hours. Here you can go for now. Save. Okay. That's done. Here. So if I click on here, you see search me different index 200. If I do so, you see getting data only for 200 for Splunk Web Access. Did you get that? This is different. This is different source type. Splunk D underscore UI access, and this is different index. So this 200 is getting searched in this particular source type and getting me the data. So let me go for 201. See, I have status code 201, right? So I'll click on here. I selected both. You remember, right? Field menus and event menus. So click on anywhere because it will be there everywhere. So search me in different index 201. So if I click on here, see 201 got added and I'm getting the data for 201. But there is nothing called 201. Ah, okay. You know why is this coming? Why is this coming? The reason is I'll show you. 201 is a string which might be coming in the event, but for that event the status is 200. See, the status 200, but 201 is coming here. So it means I have to make my query generic. Understood what I'm saying, guys? For this particular event, the status is 200, but there somewhere there in the middle you have 201. So it is matching 201. So I have to be very much specific. I have to do like this: status equal to 201. If I do like this, then only I'll get the correct data. Got it? So status equal to 200. So if I do, so I don't have any status equal to 200 in the last 24 hours. So let me go for all. If I get any, no, I don't have any. I don't have any 201. I have 401, right? So of 201, go for 4. So here I don't have any 401. May happen 400. Here I have only one. So do I have 400 here? No, here I don't have any 400. 303 is quite common. So yes, a lot of things are there. 303. So let's say if I click on here 303. Now you see. So you understood, right? I'm searching for 303, but I'm getting two events here because there are events where the status is 200, but somewhere in the event it is coming 303. So I have to be very specific. If I add like this, I'll get the correct result. So go and add this in the workflow action. That's it. The only thing we have to do. Workflow action. Which one is this? Search. In the entire string, just add like this. Status equal to this. Save. Go here. 303, right? Now let's say 303. I want to see the data for 303. What I'm gonna do, I'll click on here, event action, or let's say go to any option, I mean any of the fields, and search me in different index 303. So if I click on here, you get that now status equal to 303. Earlier when I selected 303, I was getting two results. One is status to 303 and another one is status 200. But now I'm getting the exact result 303 because I am searching for a specific status equal to 303. I'm not only searching for 303. So this is the beauty of workflow action in order to automate your search. You don't have to do a lot of things manually. Do everything automated. With the help of this one, you can make that thing happen. So I hope you really like this video a lot, and workflow action is very one of the important features in Splunk, which only few people use. They really do not know like how it could be used and what are the use cases. I've already shown you, right? I mean, IP address or the username which you want to see. You can also integrate Splunk with your portal. Portal in the sense, let's say every company has their own portal wherein they put the username or the ID, employee ID, to see who is the manager of that employee and the other information, which project they are working on, how long they have been working, visa is there or not, whether that guy has passport, contact number, everything. I mean, every company has a portal wherein you send them to get the details of that particular user. Let's say you have the employee data in any index and you want to see the detail of any of the employee ID. So what will happen? You will go and log into that portal, and then you will copy the username from here, you paste it there. So a lot of manual tasks you have to do, right? So instead of doing that one, what you're going to do, you just click, you will set a hyperlink, you just click on the user ID, it will go automatically open the portal. That user ID will get pasted in the search box, it will, and it the details. This is one more use case apart from the IP address which I showed you. So a lot of things are there which you can, automate with the help of workflow action. And thank you guys for being with us. I hope you really enjoyed this video. We'll be coming with more videos like that for the Splunk developers. Stay tuned with us and stay healthy. Thank you.